Hello everyone, JRDeal96 here with a brand new reaction. As you can tell by the title, it's Markiplier related. It's another Markiplier animation made by the lovely Sir Walter Underbridge. Now, it's been a while since we've seen anything from Sir Walter Underbridge, but this one caught my attention because it's Distractible related and it involves Bob and fridges. Now, I did listen to the episode not too long ago where Bob was talking about, I guess, another fiasco he had to endure when it came to him and refrigerators. Like, he couldn't get like a refrigerator in time before Thanksgiving was coming up and stuff, and he was dealing with all that shit. So I wonder how the lovely Sir Walter Underbridge here is gonna animate this story. This episode 1, so I guess there'll be like a part 2, I guess. I don't know. So anyways, let's see how Sir Walter Underbridge animated this story. So without further ado, let's react to this video, shall we? What the fuck?
I need to talk about refrigerators.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. 2 weeks ago, we live in Ohio, which means we have a basement fridge. And 2 weeks ago, our basement fridge, I think Mandy went to get ice cream, and she grabbed it. You know, ice cream's hard when it's frozen. She literally grabbed it. It was like slosh, squish. It weren't cold no more. The freezer was more of a refrigerator, and the refrigerator was just a very small room in the basement. So we were like, let's get a new fridge. Damn it, because we had Thanksgiving coming up. This was 2 weeks ago. So we were like, we got time. We'll go and we'll pick one out. And we were like, you know what? We have some complaints about our upstairs, our main fridge in our kitchen. It's fine, but there are a couple things we wish were different. What if instead of getting just like a cheapo one for the basement, what if we get ourselves the one we were dreaming of for the kitchen, and then move the kitchen one downstairs? That'll be fine.
Great move, yeah.
Turns out the one we actually want was really expensive. And we looked at it and we were kind of like, ooh, how badly do we want that? Turns out you can buy refrigerators that have been returned. We found an open box refrigerator that was over $1,000 off.
Wow.
It was almost half price of what the fancy, like, top of the line, bougie, ridiculous, you know, unnecessarily cool fridge was. And we were like, oh, that.
It had a dent. It was from San Francisco, right? Someone's side yard?
It had a dent on the back.
Oh.
And it was listed. It had like a couple dents where you couldn't see them. And it was like, oh, and it doesn't come with documentation. And I was like, I don't read those anyway. That's fine. That's just less shit that will be piled in that one cabinet where I put all the
that's true.
Read for all the
when you have that one
but
drawer
anyway,
with
like,
all the unnecessary shit
and it works,
that you're
and
most likely not going to read ever.
It's working. And we asked the guy, and he was like, yeah, if it's out here, it works. Should work. Don't worry about that. And we were like, we won't. And so we ordered it to be delivered last Friday.
What the fuck is happening in the
was.
background?
Oh, there's a thing that happened before that. So refrigerators, we're moving them. Turns out when people deliver refrigerators, they don't move ones up and down and all over the fuck. So we had to pay guys to come before we got the new one to switch the broken one to the upstairs, whatever. If you ever design a kitchen, you have to design the opening of the kitchen so that it's as wide as a refrigerator is. Can I just say that? I didn't even think. I measured doors. Well, Mandy thought to do this. Mandy measured doors. We measured hallways. We measured everywhere. We were like, yeah, all these places where a fridge might not, whatever. And we measured, and it just fit. I never once imagined I should measure the kitchen that the fridge was in to see if it would fit. So me and the two guys we hired had to physically pick up the entire fridge and carry it beneath the lights, but above the countertop and between the wall. Like, it fit exact. It was like a 3D puzzle. It fit in one orientation at one height, and we still scratched the absolute fuck out of the corner of the wall.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna have to go ahead and repaint that. But I was helping, and honestly, those guys were really chill. They did a great job, and they were very helpful. The first fridge comes, and this whole time, Mandy and I are like, oh my god, fucking fridge delivery. We didn't get it from Lowe's, I'll tell you that much. And spoiler alert, we're not getting any more from this new place either, ever, for the rest of our lives.
You're on a fridge blacklist, man.
Literally, I'm running out of places to buy fridges from. But so the whole time leading up to the fridge delivery, we were like, there's no way it's going to go wrong, right? Like, they can't mess it up. They have to bring it in the door and go 20 feet. The kitchen's right there.
Mark's
they couldn't
just electrocuted.
possibly fuck up the delivery. Aside from the fact that apparently they deliver fridges before God himself wakes up.
Before God
It actually did go fine. I knew it would happen, but when we ordered the fridge, and they were like, okay, well, we don't know what time until like the day before. They'll send you a message, but your delivery window is between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. So of course our fridge was delivered at 6:30 a.m. Because why the fuck wouldn't it be? I wouldn't be so mad if that was the only time I had to wake up before 6:30 a.m. for a refrigerator. We'll get to that. Anyway, we're dreading this. It happens, and the guys are actually awesome. They take the old one, no problemo. They bring the new one in. Nothing in the house is destroyed. The fridge is not dented, or it's great. It takes literally 20 minutes between when they got there and I opened the door, and they're like, okay, sir, looks like it's all set up, and they leave. And I just look around. Okay.
We got it.
Great. The fridge is on. You can feel it's like cold air's coming out. It's like, yeah. Oh my God. Okay.
Flowing
and
air.
like I shouldn't have unclenched because I internally I was like, it didn't happen again. We've made it. You know how the one fridge we had wouldn't get cold no more?
Yeah.
Must have gave its disease to the new one as the gas going out the door, because it was an open box fridge, but it was literally like a brand new fridge that someone had delivered and then returned. I'm gonna guess because it didn't work, but it looked brand new, like it had tape from the factory on it. But literally plugged in, got cold, and like it was getting cold, but then it reached a point where it stopped, and we're like, that feels kind of like a fridge and a freezer. And I was like, I have thermometers in the other one in the basement. Get some thermometers, and I like put them in there, and they have like zones on the thermometer, and one of them says not safe, and the other one says refrigerator. And the needle got right into the bottom corner of that not safe, and then stayed right there. And literally for 36 straight hours, it was like, okay, don't open the fridge. Give it a fighting chance. Let it cool down. Okay, it's been a couple hours. Open the fridge. The thermometer's still right there. Like, ting, ting, ting. Is it broken? What if we move them around? Well, we bought digital fridge thermometers, wireless fridge thermometers, so we could monitor the temperature without having to open it. Because if you open it, it lets all the coldness out. 2 straight days of fucking obsessively just being like, what temperature is it now? Oh, that's not cold enough. There was like a slow march down the path of sadness, because in the beginning we're like, well, it's only been 6 hours. It's only been like 10 hours, 12 hours. Maybe it just needs more. It's like an energy efficient fridge. Maybe it's only been 30 hours. How long do fridges take to get cold? It's only been 2 days. Maybe it needs like a week.
He's growing his beard.
We give up hope, right? We got this from Best Buy. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Best Buy.
This experience. Because we were like, not Lowe's, Best Buy. Don't buy the fridges. Anyway, I call and
don't
I'm like,
buy used ones.
It's happening. It's happening again. And I call and I expect the guy to just be like, oh, I don't know. I call and the guy's like, man, no, that's really terrible, sir. No, look, well, let's set up an exchange. I think we can have a fridge out to you in the next couple days, which will still be before Thanksgiving, which was supposed to be today, this morning at God's hour. And he was great. And the whole time I asked him like a dozen times, I was like, okay, and you're just going to send us a brand new one, right? And we'll have to pay the price difference because we paid a steep discount on this one. Well, I don't even care. We'll get the brand new one. That way we know it'll work. And he was like, oh, yeah, I got it all set up. That'll be fine, blah, blah, blah. All of this happens. I get it all sorted out, and the sense of dread fades away for about 2 days. The fridge still isn't working. Turns out it doesn't need 4 days to get cold. It just isn't going to get cold.
Why didn't you turn the thermostat of the house down to the fridge temperature? That way it would cool the fridge from the outside.
He's got a point.
That is true. Maybe we didn't give that first fridge its fighting chance, but they were going to just give us a brand new one. And we were like, good, because Thanksgiving is coming. And in a couple days, we're going to have 14 people at our house expecting to eat mountains of food, from which I got out of the refrigerator probably is the plan. So it's all good. And today is the day they were supposed to come, take the broken one, and give us the brand new one. And it's fucking 6:30 in the morning again, right inside our window of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. They call before that, and then they show up, and they get to the door, and I'm like, yes, all right, hey, what's up? And the guy's like, all right, so we're taking away a fridge today, right? And I look at him, and I'm like, yep, and putting the new one in, right? And he looks, he does that thing where he's like, shh, shh, shh.
Uh-oh. Oh my god. So yeah, Bob had another fridge fiasco before Thanksgiving recently. So pretty much the basement fridge he has downstairs was just not working anymore. So they decided to move the fridge they have in the kitchen down into the basement and get rid of the older one and put a new one in the kitchen. And they were able to get a fridge that was pre-owned, over $1,000 off. And they got the delivery, the fridge gets installed, everything is good. It works initially until it just decides not to work anymore. So Bob calls them up again and says, hey, it's not working. It seems like we may need a new one. And then so they're like, oh, that sucks. We'll get you a new one by Thanksgiving. So the day comes for them to get rid of the old one. At 6:30 in the morning, Bob gets up. They are saying, oh, we're here to get rid of what fridge, right? And then Bob goes, yeah, and then putting a new one in. And that's where the animation ends. So what a cliffhanger we're going to deal with here. It became very stressful for poor Bob before Thanksgiving when he was about to have like 14 people over for Thanksgiving and shit. I feel like we're getting a part 2 to this soon. Overall, the animation was great as always from him. I still support him on his Patreon. Can't wait for the next one. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's reaction, and if you want to see more animations from Sir Walter Underbridge, the link to his channel will be in the description down below. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's reaction. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video with your friends, be sure to ring that bell to be part of the notification squad. Be sure to check out my Instagram because I make collabs with Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and myself. Irishman Echoes of Cosplays on there, so go check it out, and be sure to check out my Tumblr and my Discord in the description as well. So until next time, JRD96 signing out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.